What is going on, everybody? This is Third Party Bets here. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great day. We're talking some season-long fantasy football today. I'll throw in some tidbits if you're in a dynasty league as well in regards to each of these players and, talk about them for a little bit. This is more like a podcasty-y kind of video. It's not a word, but we're going to roll with it. The way we do things around here is like this. We, here and there, we throw out some betting videos for you, some sports betting videos. So if you're interested in that as well, make sure you check out those videos. We put them up here and there for all sports basically. But today, like I said, we're talking some fantasy football season-long stuff. We got 6 running backs. Safe as can be. Obviously, no one is ever 100%, but we got 6 safe running backs to start your fantasy draft this year. This is not like a top 6 list, 1 through 6, first being, who I would take overall. But we're going to pass over. We're going to pass over some guys like Alvin Kamara. We're going to pass over some guys like Saquon Barkley, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor. That doesn't mean I might, if these players drop to me in certain situations, that does not mean I'm not going to draft Alvin Kamara or Saquon Barkley come the end of the first, the beginning of the second. But I believe they do carry more risk. They are not as safe as picks as the 6 running backs that I am going to talk about today. Little side note, guys, if you're not on DraftKings, whether the sports book, whether for daily fantasy, get on it, guys. Link is in the description. This video is not sponsored by DraftKings, but here at Third Party Bets, we have a heck of a lot of fun on DraftKings playing daily fantasy. We love DraftKings, so that's why we are promoting them. Link is in the description. You get $20 free to play with. It helps out the channel as well. You get some free money, and what else is there to say? If I can talk. But anyways, do that. Link in description. Let's talk some running backs for season-long fantasy. Like I said, tidbits here and there if you're in a dynasty league. Christian McCaffrey. What a surprise. If you're sitting in the driver's seat, the number 1 overall pick, this is not surprising to you. 100% of the time, McCaffrey is coming off of the board. The amount of opportunity this man gets per game, per drive, per season, receptions, yards, touchdowns, he'll give you everything. Injury concerns, sure, little, but nothing compared to some of these other guys. Nothing compared to some of the other guys. Or, someone like Kamara. Last season all over him, but this year, Saints offense, no Drew Brees. We'll see, what kind of touches, what kind of opportunities he gets this year. That is why a guy like Alvin Kamara is someone I'm passing over in my top 6 safest running backs for, rounds 1 and 2, 1 through 3, depending on, where these guys end up. Dalvin Cook, just slightly below McCaffrey for me. Injury risk, concern, still nothing compared to some others. Low risk, gets the touches, red zone work, touchdowns. Dalvin Cook is simply an elite running back. Dynasty wise, McCaffrey, Cook, still my 1 and 2 picks overall if you're in a dynasty startup. At this point, like I said, this is not my 1 through 6 top running backs. These are my safest picks. We're passing over Kamara. We're passing over Saquon Barkley at this point. Touch and opportunity concern is more your concern for Kamara more than anything, and for Barkley, obviously injury. We'll see what he does this year. Give him let's just say it this way. If he's on the field, he will be productive, no doubt, but that is the key, being on the field. Number 3, safest, round 1 and 2 running back for this year, Ezekiel Elliott. He's definitely dropping in drafts, guys. No longer where he once was in years past. I was able to pair Derrick Henry and Ezekiel Elliott in a mock draft earlier this year. Just insane. He'll be there. He'll be there most second rounds. Losing Dak last year and just the whole Dallas team being blah does not help how people viewed Zeke. He'll get his touches. He's productive. He is an elite running back. You got to put aside all the things that just come flooding into your brain in regards to Ezekiel Elliott. Look at the numbers. Look at what he does. He's still elite, low risk. Derrick Henry, safe for standard scoring leagues, safe for PPR. He's so effective in scoring fantasy points on the ground. In the red zone, low risk, Derrick Henry. Number 4, safest running back, low risk. He'll get the touches, guys. He will get the red zone work. Straight stud, Derrick Henry. Dynasty side note, I would be in trade mode. If I was the owner. If I was the owner of Derrick Henry, I would be in trade mode. If you can get some great return for him this year, I would do it personally. If you're in complete win mode for this year, not necessarily future thinking. If you can win it this year, guys, obviously you want and need Derrick Henry on your team. But looking forward, I would start throwing out some trade offers to maybe get something in return for Derrick Henry at this point of his career. Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones round out my top 6 low risk, safest running backs for your first few rounds. No real competition in the backfield for Eckler this year. O-line is improved for that Chargers team. PPR leagues, love me some Austin Eckler, low risk. Aaron Jones, one efficient, productive dude. I'm probably taking Jones over Eckler most of the time this year if they're both sitting there. But, to be honest, guys, you can't go wrong with any of these guys. Any of these top 6 guys, you cannot go wrong with. Low risk is what I like saying more than, safest because, like I said, you never know. No one is 100% when it comes for season-long fantasy football. No one's 100%. No matter what position, no one is 100%. But these are the lowest risk guys that you can just build your team around. These are foundational guys for your first few rounds. If you can pair 2 of these guys that I mentioned here today, you're sitting pretty. I would love to start my fantasy football team out with 2 of these guys, most definitely. On that note, guys, make sure you get subscribed. Make sure you get subscribed for more fantasy football videos. Like I said, I throw out betting videos here and there pretty regularly as well. Make sure you check out the links in the description.